Pepper says, come on, it's time to start decluttering again. On to this episode, we're going to be going into the hallway and cleaning out this closet. This is the linen closet, and we cleaned it out a few years ago, but it's been a while since we've been in here. And though we have these organizational pieces already in place, we definitely need to go through it, declutter it again, reorganize it, and make it look fresh for spring again. This video is also in collaboration with the Mega Motivational Series, and it is being hosted by Denise Jordan. Please check out the link in the description box below so you can see everybody else's video and get some spring cleaning motivation. So now let's dive right in. We're going to start on the bottom and work our way up. I'm going to take everything out of this bottom area. Take all the toilet paper out, take all the shelves out to see if anything fell back or if there's anything behind it. And of course, there is a lot of nastiness in there. I mean, of course, I haven't taken anything out in a couple of years. And this right here, I used to want to hold on to it. I can let it go. Same with this. I feel okay letting this go. And that is such a sign that I am healing in my hoarding disorder, because only a few years ago, there's no way I could have let that all go. And as we go through each shelf, I'll make sure to wipe the back of it too. And Pepper, our decluttering kitty, will be monitoring all of our progress. So we're going to be decluttering and going through the drawers out in the living room. My husband is sleeping because he works third shift, and that hallway closet is right outside the bedroom. So I don't want to make a bunch of noise and wake him up. And as we go through these drawers, we're just going to be tossing out anything that is like really past its expiration date. And also if there's any empty boxes to throw out and recycle, because I am recovering in my hoarding disorder. But the truth is that inflation's a little out of control right now. So I don't want to be quick to throw too much stuff out when I know that it can be reusable. And it's very important that I am using what I have instead of rushing out and buying things. And also, I'm recovering in my hoarding disorder. So it's important to know where everything is out, because I have so much stuff scattered everywhere, just like this. These alcoholic swabs, they don't belong randomly thrown in the laundry room. That's how things get lost. That's how I forget I have items. So it needs to go with all the first aid items together. So when I need it, I know exactly where it's at. And believe it or not, this is a lesson that I'm still working on and learning. I also have ADHD, and a lot of times when I come home and bring something, its new home is where I drop it. I know that sounds awful, but with the ADHD, my mind is always rushing. It's always trying to get to the next task as fast as I can to keep up with my brain. And I never complete a task. I start a lot of projects, but because I can lose focus so quickly and I get distracted very easily, it's hard to complete it. Actually, creating these videos has helped me immensely because I need a start and a finish. And because I love creating them, it kind of puts me into hyper focus. And after decluttering this drawer, I realized we do not need any dental hygiene products for a while, especially since we have 20 flossers that we can stick in this Ziploc bag so they're all together. And now we can slide this back in, and that bottom looks so much better. So now let's move to the next shelf. And this is, well, it's a lot of sheets. So we're going to keep some of them, just refold them so they're a little neater. But there's some that I don't need, like this. We don't use this anymore. There's a couple of rips. So I'm going to donate them to our local animal rescue in town because they're always looking for blankets. They can have this one, and this one can go too. Now this right here, this is a tablecloth that was given to me many years ago, and you can tell it's pretty old. I've never used it. Is it pretty? Yeah, but we can totally let it go. So now I'm going to show you how I fold the sheets. Now, this is an attempt to show you because this is a newer skill that I have learned by watching KonMari method videos. We simply take the flat sheet, fold it up nice and pretty into a square, and we attempt to do the same thing for a fitted sheet. Now, I don't have OCD when it comes to the fitted sheet, so I'm good. As long as it's a square, I'm okay. And we take the pillowcase and put the fitted sheets into there. That way, the set is completely together and you can pull it out very easily. Now I'm going to jump to the towel shelf next because I'm in full folding mode. And these items right here, I got them from Dollar Tree a couple years ago. I'm sure they still have it. And it just holds our washcloths and our dusting rags. So I'm just going to continue taking out all the towels that we use so that I can refold them, and also letting go of the ones that we don't use anymore. And you know what? There's some sheets mixed in with these towels. Oh, ADHD and your chicory. Sometimes I'll just throw things into a place because it's like, hey, it's sort of close to its home. But no, some of these sheets, we can absolutely let them go too. So real quickly, I'm going to show you how I fold our washcloths. I really like the way Marie Kondo had showed everyone to fold. That's the style that I gravitate to. It's really quick and easy to do. And when it's all folded up, I really love how it looks in the baskets. And that tippy top shelf, you guessed it, more blankets and sheets and towels. These are kind of like the extra surplus ones. And I'm glad I found this. These are brand new sheets. And guess what? I need brand new sheets for Tyler's room, so this is perfect timing. And of course, second verse, same as the first. We're going to do the same exact thing, letting go of stuff, folding it up, and putting it back nice and neatly. And now our last and final shelf is a Mod Podge of things. And of course, we're just going to declutter and reorganize the items in here. Like the hand sanitizer. There's no need to hoard it anymore, but it would be good to have them all together so that I can have an accurate inventory of how much hand sanitizer we have, so I don't rush out and buy new stuff because I lost the old ones. And as we reorganize, rehome, and declutter some of the stuff on the shelf, I'm going to talk a little bit about my hoarding disorder, because it is a mental disorder that's normally alongside anxiety, depression, PTSD, ADHD, and I just want to humanize the disorder so that people can really understand the true mentality behind the stuff, because a lot of it is fueled from my anxiety. It brings me comfort. It brings me security. It's a coping mechanism when the stresses of life affects you. And I attach many different emotions to different items. But at its core, the reason why we struggle letting go of something is because we're trying to prevent a panic attack from happening. I know that I will attach such a deep emotion, as in the Mr. Bubble soap. It's my kids. It's their bubble bath time. It reminds me of those fantastic memories. And if somebody was to throw that out and I'm not ready to let that go, it feels like somebody is throwing away the memory, the happiness, the joy of my babies. And I'm going to go into full panic attack mode or full depression, because holding on to those items is my actual quote unquote medication for dealing with the pain of my miscarriages. I am avoiding that pain and trying to process those emotions of those miscarriages, and instead holding on to all the beautiful memories that a simple bottle of Mr. Bubbles can hold. Because what happens when you're happy and you're reliving those amazing memories, I don't feel the pain. And the happiness of them being little babies stays alive. That's why I'm holding on to these items. It's just a coping mechanism. And the final bin is the eye care bin. And clearly this is soap. That's not eye care. This is hair spray. This is first aid. And okay, well, this is contacts. But again, it's just putting things back where they belong. Now, these are my old eyeglasses. So I'm going to keep one pair just in case, God forbid, the pair that I have breaks and I have a backup pair. But this one, I can let that go. We don't need to keep it. And this case right here, it's empty. I don't need it. Tossy. And I'm going to be honest, it took a few years before I could really strengthen my decluttering muscles to make these quick decisions of what I'm going to keep, of what I'm going to let go of. Consistency is definitely key to any change because it turns it into a habit and it becomes easier and almost more subconscious over time where you don't have to overthink it. You can recover in your hoarding disorder. Just give yourself a little grace during the process. Because over time, you start to get bigger tossy piles that you feel comfortable letting go of. We're letting all of this go. Now, most of this, I'm going to give it away, either to the animal rescue or put it on the Facebook Townsgiving page, and the rest of it, I will recycle. It's very important to my heart that we are recycling and keeping things out of a landfill. And now I get to show you the newly reorganized linen closet. Ta-da! It looks 1,000 times better. And you know what's even better? Is that I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy any new organizational pieces. I just used what I already had. We decluttered. We let go of some things. We rearranged items. And it looks so much better. And this is all we need. This is all we need to function. Other than replacing some of the toiletries, we're good. We're good. And I really hope that this video inspired and encouraged you to declutter something in your house today. What spring project would you like to work on? I would love to read in the comment section below what you would love to tackle this spring.